Hello there, this is Nicole Watkins, Director of Author Support here at Morgan James Publishing, and today I am speaking with author Lynda Flowers, author of Meet Your Inner Cowgirl, The Horse Lover's Way to Earn More, Work Less, and Live Your Passion. Lynda, thank you so much for being here with me today. So excited to talk about this new release and everything that you can bring to the table on Meet Your Inner Cowgirl.
Thanks. I'm really excited to be here. This has been a really good journey for me, and it's been really fun to watch other people take the same journey.
Love it. Love it. So let's jump in. My first question for you, Lynda, is if I don't own a horse and have never owned one, can I still start a horse business?
Absolutely. The equine industry is huge. You don't have to have a horse to be involved in the equine industry. You can be a seamstress. You can make jewelry. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can sell insurance. You can sell horse feed, or you can deal with tack, brushes and saddles and bridles and ropes. There's all kinds of things that you can do that you just don't have to actually own a horse or have experience handling a horse.
Yes. That's great information and really useful for those that are looking to get into the horse business, but may have just been hesitant because they, were under the assumption that they had to own a horse. So Lynda, in light of the impact of COVID on the economy right now, how has COVID affected the equine industry?
Well, unfortunately, like any other industry, COVID has affected all of us, no matter what we do or where we're at. More people are working from home. Industries are dwindling in some areas. I mean, we know restaurants in many areas aren't open. All kinds of events are closed. The community events aren't happening. But when it comes to the equine industry, horse people are a little bit different. And I really feel like we're a little bit more progressive. So they're fighting to keep things open, still taking precautions. But for instance, a lot of the horse shows, they were kind of suspended when COVID first came out. Nobody really knew what COVID was. So everybody was like, okay, let's just take a step back and calm down. But the horse shows have started back up. Those are still going. Maybe not the very, very large ones, but a lot of the weekend shows, a lot of the shows that are even over a weekend, those are up and running, and those have been up and running for a couple of months. Some of the rodeos, those have been put on hold, or they've been moved. They've been moved from Las Vegas to Texas because maybe Las Vegas had stronger, tighter rules on the COVID. But the industry itself is really working to get things open and running. And quite frankly, horses are going to be around. They have to eat. People still need all of their supplies and all of their feed and everything else to take care of these animals. It's more of an outdoor type of sport, of course. So in some of the areas, they're making spectators wear masks, which is understandable in the inside areas or in close contact. But for the most part, the equine industry really, really tried to bounce back a little bit quicker than some of the other industries. So it's moving forward, may not be as strong as what it was this time last year, but I think COVID's going to be around for a while, so it's a matter of adapting and figuring out how we can work through these things, and the equine industry is doing it.
Sure. And I think you really made a good point there of just the adaptability that many of us are facing and just learning to be flexible in a time that is so unprecedented and brings different challenges to the scene. So one last thing that I would love to ask is, what is the most important thing I need to do to start a horse business?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And there's really two things. One, you have to have a certain business mindset, and that mindset is really persistence and perseverance. Being able to lead yourself, because you can't lead yourself and run a business, or you can't run a business if you can't lead yourself first. So you have to be able to lead yourself so that you can lead your clients, your customers, future employees. So the mindset, that has a lot to do with it, but you also need to have, like any other business, you have to have either a service or a product or both that's in demand. So that could be, again, it could be anything. It could be selling equine insurance and just knowing where to go to do that. So there's going to be some research involved as far as taking your mindset, getting yourself clear on what it is that you want to do, and then researching that service or product. Something that people have asked for, that are asking for. You can look at your competition, because your competition should ultimately be your friend, not your enemy. So that product or that service needs to be something that people are asking for or looking for. And if you can find that in the midst of the COVID epidemic or pandemic, if you can find that product or service that people are still needing, and again, we're talking about animals that have to eat every single day. So if you can find that product or service, then you're going to be able to withstand the economic downturns. But so it's really kind of a twofold thing, but I think really mindset is going to come in as the number one thing that a person needs in starting the business. They need to know that they're going to wake up and they're going to have some challenges or, you know, some minor issues along the way, and they're going to need to be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to get through this. I just need to be creative and think about what's the solution, or where can I go to find a solution, or where can I go to find help. So it's that mindset of just keep going, just keep moving forward. You know, if you get bucked off your horse, you get back on. And so that's how it is with the business too.
Excellent. Such great points that you've made today, Lynda. And I know there's going to be definitely many out there that are going to want to stay connected just to get more information about the horse business. So where is going to be the best place that our viewers today are going to be able to further connect with you?
Oh, absolutely. You can find me on Facebook. The site is Cowgirl Business School. Or you can just email me directly, and that's Lynda, Lynda, at cowgirlbusinessschool.com. So either of those places I'm available. Yeah, and I definitely encourage people to reach out if they're considering starting a business in the equine industry. We can certainly have some chats and go from there.
Excellent. It's been such a pleasure getting to speak with you and learn more about this fascinating business and how to go about approaching it. I just want to remind those watching today that Lynda's book is available wherever books are sold. And Lynda, again, thank you so much for your time today. Such great topic and some really great points that you brought up today.
Thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.